Once upon a time, in a distant kingdom, there was a young prince named Leo. The kingdom was once prosperous, with lush green fields, flourishing crops, and happy villagers. But one day, a great curse fell upon the land. A dark fog covered the skies, and the crops began to wither. The rivers dried up, and the once beautiful forest started to die. The people grew hungry, and the despair spread throughout the land. The kingdom seemed doomed, and the people were desperate. Prince Leo, though young, loved his people dearly. He knew that it was his responsibility to save them. Every day he prayed for guidance, asking God to help him find a way to lift the curse. But as the seasons passed, nothing seemed to improve. His once thriving kingdom continued to wither, and Leo's heart grew heavy with sorrow. One day, a wise old woman appeared at the gates of the castle. She was known to possess great wisdom, and many believed she had the ability to see beyond what others could. The old woman spoke to Prince Leo, saying, "I know you are suffering, young prince, but this curse is not permanent. You must trust that God has a plan, even when you cannot see it." Prince Leo replied, "But how can I trust when everything around me is falling apart? The kingdom is dying, and I can do nothing to stop it." The wise woman smiled gently and told him, "The trials you face now are not the end of your story. What seems like a curse is actually a test. If you hold on to hope and continue to seek God's guidance, He will lead you through this darkness. Trust in Him and know that the storm will pass." Feeling uncertain but desperate, Prince Leo set out on a journey to seek answers. He traveled through the kingdom, meeting with his people and learning about their struggles. Along the way, he prayed earnestly, asking God for the strength to carry on. One day, deep in the forest, Leo came across a hidden spring. To his surprise, the waters of the spring were pure and clear, despite the darkness surrounding it. As he knelt to drink from it, he felt a sense of peace and renewal. Suddenly, he heard a voice, soft and gentle, saying, "The waters you drink from today represent the strength and hope I give you. Continue to trust in me, for I will restore your kingdom in due time." With new found hope, Prince Leo returned to his kingdom. As he entered the castle gates, he noticed something remarkable. The fog that had once covered the sky had begun to clear. Slowly, the sun's light broke through, and the rivers began to flow again. The crops slowly started to grow, and the people began to rebuild. In the weeks that followed, Leo worked tirelessly to restore his kingdom, but he did so with faith in God's plan. He no longer focused on the immediate struggles, but instead trusted that God would bring restoration at the right time. Over time, the curse was lifted completely, and the kingdom became more prosperous than ever before. Years later, as an old man, Leo reflected on the dark days when it seemed like the kingdom would never recover. He realized that those difficult times had been necessary for him to learn trust, patience, and humility. The challenges had shaped him into the wise ruler he had become. And now he understood that God had always had a plan, even in the darkest times, and that no struggle, no matter how hard, lasts forever. My friend, tough situations are temporary and part of a bigger plan. Even when everything seems to fall apart, God's plan is still unfolding in ways we can't see. Just as Prince Leo's kingdom was restored after a long period of suffering, we too can trust that God's timing is perfect and that He is always working for our good.